What if, somewhere unimaginably far away, there is another person living a life almost exactly like yours? A physical limit defines how we see the cosmos. We only see the parts where light has had enough time to travel across space and reach our eyes. Imagine you are standing in a massive, perfectly dark field filled with thick fog. You turn on a flashlight. The beam cuts through the dark, creating a small, bright bubble of visibility right around you. You can only see as far as that light reaches. This flashlight beam defines the current limit of your vision, while the rest of the field remains hidden in the dark. The night sky works in a similar way. The physical universe likely extends far beyond the edges of the light we can currently see. Instead of fog, our limit is time. The universe is about 13.8 billion years old. Because light takes time to travel, it has only had a limited window to cross the cosmos and reach us. This is the observable universe. That dot is us. The expanding boundary limits what we can see, stretching to a radius of 46.5 billion light-years. This circle is an information horizon. Beyond this point, light simply hasn't had time to reach us yet. Now, look at all that dark space outside our bubble. This brings us to a fascinating question. What if that dark grid goes on forever? If space is truly endless, then our entire observable universe is one finite patch floating in a limitless ocean of space. A truly endless universe creates some strange mathematical certainties. To see why, we have to look at what happens when you combine endless space with limited ingredients. Let's say you have an endless supply of these colorful building blocks. You can pull from the pile as much as you want, but you only have these exact 10 shapes to build with. You can snap these shapes together to create houses, cars, or tall towers. The number of unique structures you can build is massive, but because you only have 10 shapes, the total number of combinations is strictly limited by math. Now imagine you keep building new structures, placing them side by side across a floor that never ends. You build and build, trying to make a brand new design every single time. Eventually, the possible designs run out. With limited combinations and unlimited attempts, mathematics guarantees that you will eventually build the exact same structure twice. The real universe works a lot like those building blocks, only instead of plastic shapes, the pieces are physical matter, like atoms. Here is a diagram showing a confined region of space. Inside this box, there is a strict mathematical limit to how many ways those glowing dots, the atoms, can arrange themselves. It is a massive number, but it is not infinite. Now we zoom out to see our endless cosmic floor. This grid represents the infinite expansion of the universe, filled with countless regions of space. Each region represents another roll of the dice for atomic arrangements. And way out there, one box eventually repeats a familiar pattern. With an infinite number of regions out there in the dark, the universe rolls the dice on those atomic arrangements an endless number of times. When you pair infinite space with a finite number of ways to organize matter, the exact physical arrangement of our region of space must eventually repeat elsewhere. Let's scale those repeating atoms up to the size of planets and stars. If the arrangement of matter repeats, that means somewhere out there, a cosmic dice roll creates another galaxy that looks just like the Milky Way, holding a solar system just like ours. It means the math could eventually produce a rocky blue and green planet sitting at the exact same distance from its star. And in the most extreme outcome, that planet could contain a region with atoms arranged perfectly to create someone exactly identical to you. Physicists have a specific name for this concept. It is called the Level I Multiverse. The Level I Multiverse is a vast continuation of the space we already know, stretching into regions that simply sit beyond our current view. The entire concept is the outcome of combining infinite space with a limited number of ways to build matter. Now, it is important to pause here. Scientists have never actually looked through a telescope and observed another Earth, or another version of you walking around out there. This is a theoretical possibility. It is derived from mathematical models of how arrangements of matter behave in extremely large spaces. The entire idea hinges on the assumption that the universe is genuinely infinite, something we cannot yet prove. So, what does this mean for us? It means that every time we look up at the stars, we are standing in that foggy field. We are looking at the very edge of our own local flashlight beam. Our bubble of visibility is massive, but it might simply be one tiny, repeating pattern in an endless cosmic mosaic.